When you see me in colors, I'm not talking roofing. But this video is in reference to road cycling. So if you're not into road cycling, probably catch me on the next one. But this is one of the difficulties with social media content creators. I was in a Facebook group. I was talking about roofing, and the subject, I didn't bring it up, but one of the other gentlemen in there brought it up. Hey, I just spent $1,500 on a bike. They were talking about exercise, and the guy says, I got a bike 5,000. I said, I got 50K in one, and they all were like, you're full of shit, basically. But it blew up in the comments, and everybody's challenging us. And I said to my media guy, I'm going to get my glasses on. I'm going to go show him the source of everything we're talking about. And I have videos that I took of my kits, the pack bag that I have, where I have all my gloves in it. I got like 10 pair of gloves, and these gloves are like 50, 60 bucks. Every one of my shoes is $400 and $500. And these are carbon fiber shoes. They're top of the line shoes. The bibs, 300 bucks. Laser cut, the best you can get. The jerseys are $100. And when you put all this stuff together, it's $22,000 any way you slice it. Then we go to the bike. The bike is $10,000. And I got 3 other bikes. So, I mean, if I add all this stuff up, I'm probably well over 200,000 in my career. And people are going to say, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't want to do it. I go, well, let me tell you something. When you go on Lake Okeechobee and the sun's rising and you're riding at 22 miles an hour, tucked in your position on your road bike, you're not crying. But there are people that will. And when I think about it, I start crying again because I'm going to always ride. And one of the things I transitioned to is getting off the pace line so we weren't in the street, and being able to ride in, just wherever I want to go, some on the bike path, some on the road. I usually still get in my miles. I'm riding around 400 to 500 miles a month, and that's it. Usually Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. So this stuff that we put up there, I probably should have explained where this cost adds up to, but you'll see the videos afterwards where my bike and how the GPS and the lights and all the stuff that's incorporated in it. I got my head set on my hat, on my helmet. I got a face shield. Everybody's seen me in my gear. And I don't have any more gear than anybody else that's in it. I got guys that have more gear than me. I'm not a big gear guy, but I know some guys that are really big gear guys. In fact, my Trek Madone is about $11,000, and I ride with guys that have $28,000 Dogmas, bigger than shit. And if I hit the lottery, I'd have it too. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You spend what you want. Everybody has a different preference. And the guys that are going down to Walmart or a bike shop and buying a fat tire bike and wearing tennis shoes and jeans and going cycling are not geared up to do 100-mile centuries, because although I don't do 100-mile centuries anymore, I've done many of them. And I'll tell you, the bikes that they're using are road bikes that are meant to be in a pace line, and they all have bibs and kits, and it's not cheap. But here's as far as the power meters for going from the winter spring cycling to riding on the path. And basically with my power meter readings from some of these rides that I can compare them to, they're different, because with winter spring cycling, you got less stops and you're going at 22 miles an hour. And a lot of times you're riding in the pace, and I can ride in the pace at 22 miles an hour and hardly do anything. But when I get up front, I'm working, and that's what everybody else is doing. So they rotate everybody in a pace line. And those areas, you're going to get a constant, solid power meter ranking, and you can sustain certain energy levels, which is what a lot of the cyclists get used to. Now, when you ride on the path, it's a little bit different than that. So you can bridge the gap by getting in your exercise and putting in your effort by getting, sprints in. I'm riding on the path. Usually I'm comfortable at 19 miles an hour. I can ride on my own 19, pretty much wherever I want to go. If there's wind, then yeah, I'm down to 17, but I average probably 15 and a half, 16, because we stop and have crosswalks and gutters to go over, and we don't hammer it over the gutters. I'm slowing down, and when we go into congested areas on bike path and there's a lot of walkers, yeah, we're going 10, 12 miles an hour if we have to. And a lot of times going around Baldwin Park, we do. So it's not a race, but being that you're on the bike path, you have a lot of different power opportunities, because there are a lot of areas where I do get up to, when I go over Cimarron, I'm 30 miles an hour, or 30 to 28 miles an hour all the way to Forsyth, dropping the hammer for the quarter mile. After you slide down the bridge, you're going 30 miles an hour, and you just maintain it all the way to Fairbanks. And then when you get to Fairbanks, you can change it up however you want to. But I figured out a way to make it work where I get the same energy, and it works for my body, because I've been doing it for like 6 months now, and this is a way to get off the road. But I still like riding the cycling rides and riding with the people and seeing them. It's a process. But you just have to figure out which works for you and why you're doing it. I really just want to be on my bike. I like being on my bike. I like being riding and not have to worry about anything, and being in a pace line is something that I think I've put behind me for most part. And I don't have a problem in taking 5 guys of my buddies and going to do a ride where we go 60, 70 miles. I do that a lot, but it's a little bit different when you get 30 to 50 people and everybody's on a different page. It's not that I can't do it. It's just I get addicted now to riding with a limited amount of people, and it's a different thing. I'm not saying jump off of it or jump on one way or another. Figure out what works for you. But as far as exercise and weight loss, I really don't use it for that. And I don't gain weight. I've been 175 since I got out of high school. So I'm like 170, 75 now. Yeah, when I woke up this morning, I weighed 175. So I've been blessed that way. I eat a lot. Even when I had surgeries, and I was off the bike for 2 years, I didn't get any weight. And I don't know. I guess I'm blessed that way. Anyway, hope this information will help you if you're looking to get into cycling. It's a fun sport. Got to pick your poison. You either golf or you're cycling. But I'm golf, cycling, bowling, and I'm soon to get into pickleball. So, and I'm gonna go buy whatever the rackets are. I gotta go get that too. So I ain't gonna get shit. I'm gonna get something good. I know they have carbon fiber paddles, and I'm gonna go hit up a couple of my buddies who are already into it. So, Carlos, I'll be seeing you soon, brother. Take care. Peace and love, guys.